In other news now, State Representative Daniel Patterson is calling it quits. He resigned this afternoon after appearing before the House Ethics Committee on accusations he harassed lawmakers, offered to trade his vote for sex, and bragged about using marijuana. 9 on Your Side's Marcelino Benito has the story from the state capitol.
A defiant Representative Daniel Patterson stood before the House Ethics Committee this morning, making one final push to save his seat.
There needs to be at least some American principle here of innocence until proven guilt. And I don't think that's the way this has been handled. I think I've been looked at as being guilty until I can convince you that somehow I'm not.
It was this committee's job to recommend a path forward for the House. Members shared concerns expressed in the Manning report, a report that accused Patterson of abusive, disruptive behavior.
I've apologized for these actions. I'm working on trying to improve my attitude and tone down my rhetoric, but there's nothing there that would warrant such a severe decision as to try to remove a member, especially without a real hearing.
But committee members weren't buying Patterson's apology.
That this has happened over time, I think, is the concern and the issue that is before this committee, that this is a continued and repeated pattern over time.
But every time we hit one of these new data points, you know, I've learned from this, I'm going to try harder. Well, you know, on all these, it's been over a course of years here. And your behavior has not been corrected.
Enough was enough for Chairman Ted Vogt. He was part of a unanimous 5-0 vote to recommend expulsion from the House. Moments after that vote, Patterson responded via Twitter, tweeting, "The fix was in. No real hearing allowed." Now, the House was scheduled to vote to remove Patterson this afternoon, but the former state rep beat his colleagues to the punch by resigning. In his letter, he took some final punches at the House, writing, "The House had become a hostile work environment," and calling today's decision by the Ethics Committee a draconian expulsion recommendation. Marcelino Benito, KGUN-9 on your side.
We did reach out to Patterson for his comments, but he did not return our calls. You can read his resignation letter at KGUN9.com.